Castranger.
Oh, merry everyone.
Haha! It turned out last week was not our last episode of Extra Castranger for 2018 because Jesus fucking Christ did a lot of news happen in the last week, so we decided we should probably do an episode.
Jesus Christ did a lot of news? Ew.
Why is that ew?
That must have been painful. Fucking literal news?
Wow, did you take that in a weird direction?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, and I'm actually shocked that wasn't me.
Noble's here!
It's a noble.
Hello. I'm alive.
I nonchalantly shuffle back into the fold.
And he has a switch now.
So he'll cut you. Just like you cut us out of your lives.
Cut us out of his life. He's just busy with living.
Stuff and things.
And things and stuff.
I've been busy with stuff and things and Warhammer.
Mostly Warhammer.
Mostly Warhammer.
Yes.
Anyways, Noble is here joining us because we are doing a special episode of Castranger this week, but you'll have to tune into that to find out what it is.
Hell yeah.
In the meantime, we've got some news to go through, so let's get into it.
Alright.
So first off, last week we talked about the 4-episode special that's going to be happening between Lupin Ranger, Pat Ranger, and Ryusoulger, which we'll get into more detail about shortly, which confirms that Lupin Ranger, Pat Ranger will be ending on 51 episodes.
Excuse me, but... Fuck.
Right?
I did that whole entire thing about how, like, it'll be 50 episodes, so there will be 4 episodes left. And it's like, no, 51. Fuck.
Well, they're always listening, so they gotta prove us wrong.
Yeah. Fuck you specifically. Just like how they're fucking me specifically by not putting out Laser X.
That's not Toei, though. That's Bandai.
I'm sure they have a say in these decisions, seeing as it's their properties.
Probably not. Probably the company that makes the soups.
The soup?
The soups?
The soups.
Wait, are you saying Soup from Zio is a creation of Bandai?
Yes.
Oh.
I mean...
But they make humans now? Do they make life-size action figures?
Do they farm humans?
Spoilers!
Anyways, I wasn't here for the Sentai Battle Royale thing.
But here's the real
it hasn't
question.
happened yet.
Is Bandai soup really overexpensive? Even though it really shouldn't be?
Now, Gar means he wasn't here when we talked about it.
I know what he meant.
I like the idea. I think it's cool.
I was commenting earlier before that apparently Stinger's actors I'm going to be like early Q Ranger Stinger where I'm an asshole.
So giant dick bag.
Giant dick bag Stinger.
My only complaint about it is I wish there weren't 3 Red Rangers on the team. Like, at least spread it out. Like, if you're going from Gokaiger to Q Ranger, that's like... Wait, Gokaiger.
It's like 14 walls.
That's 7 seasons. So you could easily do a full team of 1 Ranger from each season.
But how many Peter Dinklages is that?
Wow. Way to break out the dated Cast Ranger memes.
Okay, so okay.
I don't even know.
That tells you how long it's been.
Yeah.
Here are my quick choices of who I would have gotten for the team.
Number 5.
Yeah, okay. Number 1, Gokai Silver from Gokaiger.
That would have been good.
Yeah, from Go Busters, Yellow Buster. From Kyoryuger, Kyoryu Pink, but sadly she is retired, so Kyoryu Green or Kyoryu Blue.
Don't remind me.
I mean, it didn't stop Sasord. He's coming back to acting.
Yeah, for Tokyuger, Tokyu Yongo. For Ninja,
It had to be Kagura.
no. For Ninja, Key Ninja. For Zyuohger,
No, it should have been Star Ninja since he's coming back anyways.
Wow.
yeah, for Ninja, Key Ninja. For Zyuohger, Zuo Eagle, and then
No, I want more Misao!
I would keep Stinger. That way we can have Tokyu Yongo and Stinger gang along, because Tokyu Yongo was meant to be like the loner guy, so he has to ease Stinger into being like a group player.
Plus they're orange.
And
no, I think of Rokugo.
And Key Ninja's name, I can't remember his name.
Nagi.
Yeah, Nagi. I
hate that I remember that.
Yeah, so basically, he would be the guy that tries to make sure that everybody sticks together.
Nagi was one of the best characters in the Ninja.
He was one of the only characters in a ninja.
Ooh.
Shots fired.
Alright, but yeah. 51
Shuriken's
episodes.
fired.
That's actually good.
51 episodes, that's cool. More pedos.
Next.
What?
Did you just say more pedos?
More pedos.
That's what I heard.
More pedos. Pet Ranger. That's what you call them.
We're gonna call the Keisatsu
People call
Sentai
them
on
the
you.
Lupins and Pados. Fuck off. I'm not
The
wrong.
Lupins and pedos.
No.
It's a good thing half of those teams are
Is that the
cops.
name of this episode? Is that the name of this episode? Lupins and Pados?
Oh, no, we
No.
got more news talk.
I don't want anyone searching for the word pedo to find us.
Yeah, alright, next.
I can't wait for the 7 Paddle Ranger Chris Henson.
I do not want to see the Pedo Ranger Christmas special.
the pedos match.
Next story, please.
We have magazine scans of Kamen Rider Waz.
Oh, fuck this. Taking my basket of Transformers with me.
So, yeah. I fucking called it. This Waz is an entirely different Waz.
He's like from an alternate timeline where he's French.
Oui.
But I thought we talked about how France doesn't exist in Toku.
It does in his timeline.
So yeah, I'm glad because it makes sense that like it's a different Waz because why would all of a sudden our Waz just be like, hey, I want to be a writer. Oh, also I want different clothes.
And next we have scans of a couple of the riders he will get power-ups from. First up is Kamen Rider Shinobi, who is from the year 2022, who is clearly using a modified Ziku driver as his belt.
Oh yeah, all of them are.
And as per a image that we saw on Facebook, his suit is literally just a kit bash of a ride player and Kamen Rider Ghost using Kamen Rider Fuma's weapon.
Yes.
With a couple of original parts.
The year 2022.
Yeah.
Nee.
Fuck!
Ha! 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 That's funny.
Ah!
Well done, Toei.
Apparently he first appears in one of Sogo's dreams. And we also got confirmation that there will be another rider versions of these riders.
So is he just fucking Freddy Krueger? I mean, showing up in people's dreams?
That's what probably another Shinobi will do.
Either that or Scary Terry.
I mean, he sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake. Fuck, Christmas episode.
Regardless of Shinobi being a kid bash, I actually do like his design. It's pretty neat. I like all the purple.
It's creative. It's a creative kit bash, I'll give it. And then next we have Kamen Rider Quiz, coming from the year 2040. He is straight up just a ride player with a Ziku driver.
Wait, 2040?
Yeah.
2040.
Nisen Yonju.
Eh.
I don't know. We will see Gates team up with Quiz to fight another Quiz. There's a shot of another Quiz in the corner there.
Okay.
Wow, so we couldn't afford to get
Is
old
he
riders
just
back.
green? He should just be green covered in purple question.
That's the thing, like, his primary color motif is orange, which we see from Waz's version of him, but his, like, the two colors on his suits are red and blue, so I don't know why Quiz's main color isn't purple, you know what I mean?
I'm more wondering, like, I don't mind these two riders. I'm just a bit disappointed on how we're making brand new riders from futures that will never happen instead of acknowledging the other riders that we haven't gotten to yet.
Because all they're here to do is get Num so Waz can get other forms.
Well, at least do the first 20 seasons before making up your own seasons.
I mean, I get... I smell what you're stepping in, Gar.
And it stinks.
But you also have to think about like this. They're from the future. These are all past riders to them.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'll accept that.
We take those. And then we have a scan here showing Waz's Quiz and Shinobi forms.
Wow, they look fugly.
The Shinobi one looks good.
They look fugly.
No, I like the Shinobi.
I do like the Shinobi one. The Quiz one is just weird. but I will say I like the quiz mode of the weapon the best. So what's interesting is, instead of being like quiz armor or shinobi armor, apparently the name of Waz's forms is Kamen Rider Waz featuring shinobi. It's a pun on featuring.
Oh.
So, Kamen Rider Waz featuring quiz and featuring shinobi.
Shinobi.
And then we'll get to see Kikai later, I imagine.
Kikai?
Yeah, he's the third
Yeah,
rider.
that's the third one that he has.
He's based off like mechanics and stuff.
His face has wrenches on it.
Oh, him. Forgot about him.
Alright, and let's see, anything else here? Oh, we also have a scan here showing Decade Armor Tajadol form, which is the O's Ride Watch in the Decade Ride Watch.
Yep.
So once again, they're using super forms.
Yep. Well, yeah, that's all it's going to be is the super forms.
If anyone wanted even more proof that Tajadoru was not Oz's final form, there is a couple of giant middle fingers to you.
Well, also the fact that they're releasing a Putotera watch
Alongside the others, which we'll talk about shortly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next. Speaking of Kamen Rider Shinobi,
So, yeah, it's fucking Star Ninja.
that's amazing.
That's so fucking funny. That's actually cool. We're getting like a actual like user.
Right?
It's not just he's gonna pop out of nowhere or anything. It's actually like a person.
So yes, Hideo Takada, who played Kenji Takigawa / Star Ninja in Ninja, will be playing Shinobi's human identity, Rentaro Kamikura.
Can I just say he's sporting one hell of a fucking JoJo pose in that fucking presumed henshin shot right there?
Yep.
I like it.
Fucking photoshopping a fucking JoJo stand behind him and you're good.
I was gonna say, you know what this means? We'll actually get proper henshins for these made-up riders. I'm surprised.
That's cool. I wonder if he'll just
I know what they're gonna do.
what?
Because he's using the Ziku driver, right?
He's just gonna spin the shuriken.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cool.
Quiz and Kikai will probably do the same thing.
You know, he looks like something that you would have seen out in Ninja.
Right? That's why
The only thing
in my list of news stories, I nicknamed this one Mura Ninja, because he would
The
be
only
like the
thing
purple
about-
ninja.
about this outfit that bugs me that I just can't stop seeing is it looks like he has a rabbit face.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, I can
Like
see it.
I see it.
It looks like the gray part that's like right above the mouth is like the snout and where the whiskers would be for the rabbit, and then
Oh,
the
you mean
little
on-
like ninja star parts are the ears.
Oh, you mean on the helmet? I thought you were talking about his
Yeah.
human form. Yeah, I guess I could see that.
So it
Anyways,
just looks like
that's
Bugs
cool.
Bunny, the fucking Kamen Rider.
Yeah, what's up, Ninja?
And so it's so much to the fact it's so much to the fact that someone actually photoshopped a like Ninja group shot and then replaced Star Ninja with Shinobi,
Right?
and I laughed. It was
Mura
so funny.
Ninja!
There you go.
I do like that his leg armor has like kunai as like the design for him.
Yeah, fun fact, those leg plates are just kit bashed from Kamen Rider Ghost.
Yep.
Of course they are.
Get it? Because he's gonna die.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, next. Speaking of Waz, we got official images for the Beyond Driver and Zekan Despair. I've been watching video reviews of this thing. The gimmick is a little weird, but you know what? I still like it. The voice is going to take some getting used to. I
understand the meaning behind the voice because it kind of sounds like he's like hyping up Waz. He's like Waz. So it's just like what
Waz,
Thing is,
Waz, you
we have a-
guys.
Yeah.
So we have a hype man belt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just like
I'm okay with
Waz himself. Yeah. And I like the chime too.
It's what's really interesting about the belt is the belt itself puts up an image in the display of Waz's undersuit and helmet, and then the ride watch that attaches to it projects the specific form onto it. So it's kind of like they took the gamer driver technology and improved upon it.
And I like that this day of his Hisats is called like set for the Hisats is called Beyond the Time.
Yeah, and then the Hisatsu is Time Explosion.
The only thing I don't like about on the belt is when the Mirai watch is like in the belt, and then you can see like half of like the panel from the watch like sticking out. I think that's a bit annoying.
I love that in our chat, they're saying that the belt sounds like it's surprised that Woz became a rider. And you know what? I agree.
Was it?
Woz? Woz?
And
Holy shit! I am still getting this belt because I love that the decorative bits on the right side make it look like a goddamn Digimon pendulum.
even though they don't do anything.
I know, but I'm still getting it.
I was actually hoping like the button in the middle that has like a blue line next to it.
Right? I
like,
thought that's how you would do the
Hisats.
Hisats or something, but no,
Yeah.
it's just none of that does anything. That said, the standby music for both the Henshin and the final attack are actually really good.
Yeah.
So the Beyond Driver, which comes with the Woz Mi Ride watch, costs 59.80 yen base price and is already on the market because reviews are going up. Like everyone's got one now.
Yep.
Moving on to the Zekon Despair. So
Everybody's got it.
there were rumors going around that when you switched modes with the buttons on the touch panel, that the weapon itself would change modes by itself. Not true. I don't know where that rumor started from, but it is not the case. So the weapon has 3 modes: spear mode, sickle mode, and cane mode. And it's got several finishers for each. One of which is just by hitting the rider emblem button on the touch panel and using the trigger. Then it's got one for if you hit the button and swipe your finger back across all the buttons. And then if you do it even an additional time, the standby music speeds up and it does a named Hisatsu, and it's got a different one for each of the 3 modes. So that's actually excuse me. That's actually a lot of playability for a toy that doesn't accept ride watches.
Yeah.
I love that someone actually took an image of the sickle mode and the cane mode and then crossed them over to look like a hammer and sickle because Woz is all about supporting a dictator.
Oh God.
Of course, because Kamen Rider he is Russian.
Yeah.
I just like the one. I just like the quiz one just because it reminds me of the Riddler.
Yes, that's the meme going around. The cane mode looks like it's a Riddler weapon, and I am absolutely on board. And
I mean, that's the only reason I'm going to buy this if I buy it.
I am buying it, and that's one of the reasons. But yeah, it's funny because the Hisatsu for that mode, it just sounds like you're poking him with the stick a bunch. It's like, poke, 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 poke. It's funny. So for the Touch Spear DX Zekon Despair, the item is 3,800 yen at base price, so not too much of a ask of your wallet. And lastly, in the triad of Woz release items is the Mi-Ride watch holder, which is literally just a green reskin of the existing watch holder.
So green.
Alright, so we get this.
I believe the color is Mountain Dew green.
We get this. We get the Necron Ride Watch. Boom, you're on Omnitrix.
3, profit.
I was going to
P.
say, yeah, this is like the ultimate fucking Kamen Rider Ben 10 cosplay right
No,
here.
wait.
Yeah.
The Ultimatrix.
How fucking awesome would it be if we got to see Kamen Rider Woz Necrom armor? I would love to see it.
Or featuring
kinda
Necrom.
clash.
Yeah, whatever they would call it.
No,
Oh.
I like this ride watch holder. It's pretty.
One thing I want to mention about the driver that not all reviewers have picked up on, you can put other riders, like non-Mi-Ride watches, in it, and it does an attack called Ride Watch Break, which I'm wondering if maybe Woz does that to like destroy ride watches. But if you put any ride watch in there and activate the lever 3 times, it'll do the armor form henshin sound. So it does have playability with the other ride watches, but not all of the reviews I've seen have actually bothered to find that out. So I just wanted to make sure anyone who's interested in the Beyond Driver is aware of that. Alright, so that's it for that. Moving on.
Cool.
Speaking of the Mi-Ride watches, we have official images for the 3 forms that he will obtain of Shinobi, Quiz, and Kikai. So, there's Kikai.
Cool.
So, the Shinobi Mi-Ride watch is releasing January 12th. The Quiz Mi-Ride watch on January 26th. And the Kikai Mi-Ride watch for late February. And each of them are 1,800 yen.
We're gonna get Ichi.
I am undecided. I will wait until I see them in action.
Okay.
I will probably get at least one of them, maybe Quiz.
Well, you might as well get all three of them if you're getting the sidearm and the belt.
I don't have to get them all.
Or are they not
Yeah,
set?
this isn't Pokemon.
No, they're separate.
Oh,
I just said that they're releasing on separate days.
okay. I didn't hear that part.
I wouldn't mind Shinobis, but
We should each get one of them since there's three of us. Gar, you can get Kikai, you can get Shinobi Lane, and I'll get Quiz.
Are you saying
Then
that
you guys
because I
can go
like
on your
machines?
own Pokemon adventure.
You seem curious and interested about
No,
Kikai.
like I just mentioned, I have a basket full of Transformers on me. It's
There
not
you
like I
go.
like machines.
All right. Sorry, what was that, Noble?
I said it's, and then you guys can all start your Pokemon journey.
Yeah. We're going to start our journey to kill the riders.
Whoa.
are you a rider or are you a guide?
Darkest timeline.
All right. Next, we have images of the DX Final Form Legend Ride Watches.
Oh, these are fucking gorgeous. If you go down, actually,
I know which one you want to talk about first.
No, not that one first. Actually,
Which one?
it's Infinity.
Oh, it's not in this
No.
batch, but I'll put up the image.
Okay, but yeah. So
They're
we
doing.
have ride watches for the first 9
Final forms.
Final form.
So there's-
the first 9 Neo Heisei riders.
There's Cyclone Joker Extreme. There's Putotira. There's Cosmic States. There's Infinity Style. There's Mugen Damashi.
Drive Trideron.
Type Trideron. Hyper Muteki Gamer. And Genius Form.
Yep. And they all look fucking beautiful, and they're like with this nice clear plastic that has like,
and
sparkles in it.
And Kiwami Arms.
Yeah.
I was like, I knew I missed one in there.
Yeah, no, these look pretty. I definitely am going to pick up Wizard Infinity Style, because that's my favorite rider final form.
I am surprised
And,
that during Deluxe.
Yeah, and Drive Type Trideron, obviously, because...
I'll probably get Putotira.
Yeah. But no, they're so pretty.
Yeah. And the front dials on them that you rotate are all like, they've got the sparkly attribute to them.
Yeah, I like that.
I will say, as a toy collector, that will make that super brittle.
Oh,
And,
probably.
They're in age and time.
Yeah. Okay, so the ones that we're looking at now, which are Trideron, Mugen, Muteki, and Genius, are releasing on January 26th and cost 1,500 yen each. I don't know if the other ones will be releasing at later dates, because the article I'm looking at only has these 4.
Okay.
Alright, next. Spotted on set is Kamen Rider Zio's upcoming other upgrade form, Zio 2. He's also been spotted fighting something of interesting. We don't know exactly what it is.
Oh, it's another Shinobi.
Is it?
Yeah, because it kind of matches Shinobi's out, design a bit.
Hard to say.
Huh.
I bet you $5 that it's another Shinobi.
Some people have been guessing another Agito, and the leg that the right leg kind of reminds me of Gil's a little.
It doesn't look like another Agito.
Right?
I wonder if they'll get gills back.
That'd be cool.
Do you think because there actually is a rider named another Agito, they would just call this one Other Agito?
I think there was an article we were talking about before Zio started where they said, I believe, that they were probably not going to make another Agito.
Maybe, or no, they already did. Did they do Kuga yet?
It happens in the movie.
Okay.
So, interesting. We'll see what happens. Next, we have a bunch of images and information for the upcoming Sentai, which, first off, the confirmed name of the series is not Ryusoulger, but Ryusoulger.
So it's there's an L.
I actually like that a lot better,
I like it a lot more, too.
because Ryusoul sounds cool, and it makes it sound like soldier,
Soldiers!
which is interesting because they're knights.
Yeah.
We got a good shot of the logo of the series, which actually looks pretty cool.
Kind of looks like looks like a combination of Kyoryuger and Aba Rangers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I gotta say their suits are growing on me. I especially really like the silver arm
right?
like, on the side.
I
love that.
I am liking them more the more I see them.
I like their sword. Their sword's pretty fucking cool because I like it has like teeth.
The sword is something I'm not fully on board with yet. I think it would have been cool if they did have shields that way, because they're knights.
And I'm surprised hearing this for myself, but I hate the changer. I think it's ugly.
I like it, but we're gonna get into that later.
Mm-hmm.
So, do we know if they're gonna get their own individual weapons, a la like every other dinosaur-themed Sentai?
Nothing yet points to that.
Gar pretty much confirmed that they're not doing that anymore because it's too costly.
Yeah, I mean they're knights, so it makes sense that they'd be uniform in their equipment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But in lieu of that, because this is another gimmicky series, I think they're gonna get.
Yeah, like we saw the shield add-ons. Chances are that's gonna be their quote-unquote signature.
Yeah,
weapons.
it'll operate just like the Judenchi, where they can each use them to get different weapons.
Yeah,
not ranger assigned weapons, but just different weapons.
Yeah, different abilities.
Right.
Okay, so the series will be written by Junpei Yamaoka.
Yamaoka.
Yeah, Yamaoka.
He did Kamen Teacher.
Oh, that's an awesome.
This is his first tokusatsu series.
So this will be interesting.
Yeah, he's only done nothing but J dramas, and the show will be directed by Kazuya
Kami Horiyuchi.
Yeah, who has done Heisei Generation's Final, a couple of episodes of Ghost, X-Aid, and Build, and he did the Gaim episodes for Zio.
Hey, I love the Gaim episodes in Zio, so I am happy for that.
And one of the few of the big episodes of Build that he did was Hazard's debut, Grease's final episode.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he did a few big episodes of Build.
Wow.
So yeah, we got a director who's never done Super Sentai. We've gotten a writer who's never written a tokusatsu series. This is going to be different.
So
Hopefully.
even though we're going back to
crossed.
the Dino motif, we're still setting foot in some new ground here.
Yeah, which I feel like this is what Toei meant by they're getting new people.
Yeah.
For the next era.
Yeah.
It's here are new people for
That's interesting because the last two Sentai we've gotten, it's been experimenting with new concepts, but this time for this Sentai they're we're going back to basics, but we're gonna try it with a new staff approach.
Well, yeah, because this is everybody's been saying, this is the fourth time they've done a dinosaur themed Sentai.
We gotta change something.
Yeah, we gotta you still gotta keep it fresh though, because every Sentai is somebody's first.
Yeah.
So they want to... Yeah.
God, those helmets are so cool.
And
I like them a lot, actually.
They're really, really nice.
I'm starting to understand how they match up to the knight motif, because it's just the grill in a knight's helmet.
But, I love that silver part on their suit. Silver arm's so cool.
I think for the storyline, the reason why they're called knights is because they're, the first generation of knights to ever exist.
Yeah, because knights are usually notably ancient orders, and dinosaurs are ancient,
13th,
ancient
14th
Greece and such.
Yeah. Also on the staff, the show is being produced by Shinya Maruyama, who did the Sailor Moon live action.
Okay.
As well as Kazuhiro Takahashi, who did Ghost.
Fuck.
And Kiyoshi Yoshikawa, who did CSI Crime Scene Talks, composing the music for the series.
Okay.
So, interesting.
I'm taking a liking of the Green Ranger a bit.
Oh, that's the green saber-tooth tiger?
Tigosaurus.
The thing is...
Tigersaurus.
Yeah. The Green and Black Rangers are fictional dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So it's Tigersaurus and something Saurus for the Black Ranger.
The thing is, and I mentioned this when we first talked about the suits, the red, green, and pink's helmets look almost identical. Blue and black are the only ones that are visibly different.
No, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are subtle differences in all of them if you look close enough, but from far back as we've seen them, the differences are negligible at best.
Oh, we also got
if this was grayscale, I wouldn't be able to tell them apart, really.
Yeah.
And we also got a bit more of the story.
We talked about this last time. You read this before.
Yeah.
I will say with this promotional image where it shows like all the Rangers holding their swords in different ways.
Yeah.
Hopefully, this means that they're all going to use different fighting styles as opposed to using the exact same one. Because they're knights, and usually knights use the exact same fighting style.
That's
hopefully these guys use varied fighting styles.
I mean, since they're knights, I would assume they use the same fighting style because it would mean that they'd be good at combining it effectively. Because teamwork is the point of Sentai.
And I really, really hope for the red in this series that he's like not dumb. We don't need a dumb red for this series.
That he's not dumb and he's not everything happens to me because I'm a badass.
Let's not have another Daigo, please.
Yeah, let's not have another Lucky.
Let's have another Yamato.
Yeah,
another Yamato is good.
That Blue Ranger's almost in like a fencing pose in this image.
Well, they're all kind of in the same.
Yeah, I've heard that the blue one's supposed to be like the super serious one. So
they usually are.
Oh yeah, that's usually the Blue Ranger stereotype.
Hope he has glasses.
So do I. So I can project onto him.
Did they have glasses 65 million years ago?
They do now.
Most likely. Just look at Santa Claus.
maybe they're like the Jew Rangers where they're like
they are ancient.
Yeah,
maybe.
And then they ascend to heaven.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Exactly. We have the Megazord. Let me finish. So we have the Megazord that's kind of like a reference to Ama Ranger and Kyoranger. Then like another reference to Kyoranger is the color scheme because it's like that. Yeah. And then the aspect they take from Zyuranger would be the characters where it's like, oh, they're ancient warriors and they were revived.
Let me immediately tell you what's actually happening. According to the story synopsis, the Ryusoulge tribe that kept the Earth safe in the past have selected new knights, the Ryusoulgers.
Well, fine.
So it's like, we're passing on our ancient wisdom. You must carry on our mission.
So it's going to be like Shinkenger in a way.
Yeah. Well, Shinkenger was passed down through the family.
This, I feel like they're also going to do, like, family-wise. It's like, listen, we're a part of this bigger thing that you never really knew about.
I don't know if they'll go actual family. It's more like you've been chosen by the tribe.
No, I don't. Like, I'm not saying it'll be like family, but I'm saying it'll probably be like passed down from generation to generation.
Yeah.
I want a yellow.
I also want a yellow.
Like, take out green and put yellow in.
I only want one thing. There's only one thing that I want the series to do. I want their super forms to be dragons or the Sixth Ranger to be a dragon.
I can see the Sixth Ranger being a dragon.
All I ask for is that they all get a power up.
Yes, thank you.
I want the team power up again. I just don't want one Ranger getting a power up and then everyone else is like behind them.
Right, no just battleizers. You want the full kit and caboodle.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I want the swap modes, the Holy Saint forms, the Super Geki Rangers, like the Ghost Ager power-ups, power customs. I want that back.
Changeling Rider is mentioning Shinkenger, but at least in the case of Shinkenger, everyone got a turn with the power-up.
Yeah, and in the Ghost Ager crossover, they all got that power-up at the same time.
Yeah. Alright, so moving on to our next bit of Ryusoulger information, we have some scans. Let me just see if there's anything of note to mention in them. I like this one image here that shows the other four. Yeah. So it's almost like a player select screen. And we can also see how they get their equivalent of the Mecha Mucha armor from the Kyoryugers.
They look cool.
It does look cool.
Yeah.
Now we probably won't get casting until February, or like end of January, early February, since the show is starting in March. Which apparently this is a first time since Car Ranger that a Sentai has started in March.
So that's like 22 years, right?
Yeah, that's a good 22 years-ish.
I like that image of the close-up of the red Ryusoulger's helmet. That's a really nice design. Like, it really is. I like that.
The eyes are really well pronounced on it.
I'm a bit disappointed that we don't have the lips again.
You know what? I don't like lips on.
I will say the whole, because of the night motif, having lips would have made no sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Q Ranger, I actually liked it.
So hopefully the next Sentai will have the lips on the helmets again.
I actually do prefer not having the lips because they're supposed to be helmets, you know?
Yeah.
Q Ranger, it kind of made sense because they were supposed to be like the gods, the saviors, and typically god figures in like statues are known to have like pronounced faces.
Yeah, and I like the detail, like, you know, Naga's didn't, or not Naga's, Balance's, like, didn't have a mouth.
It had a robot grill.
And Garu's had fangs on his.
I think Q Ranger is the best example of having every suit be very unique.
Because Bandai of America helped out, in which, you know, Bandai of America just keep marketing Mighty Morphin until we freaking redo it every 5 years.
Oh, Lightning Collection of Q Ranger figures. That'd be nice.
You mean Galaxy Orb Rangers?
All right. Next, we have images of the first wave of official Ryusoulger merchandise.
Damn.
So this is where I've started to get really, really interested. So we're going to first take a look at the Ryusoulger.
And can I just say, I'm glad that we're doing wrist morphers again.
Yes.
That isn't like Q Ranger.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No, because you know what? I don't like that, like, it's... Like...
Here's the thing. Wait until I explain this, because I figured out how these work.
Okay.
So this first image we're looking at with the jaw, the metal part of the jaw covering the lower part of the jaw, is before it's being activated. Now what happens, apparently, is the Ryusoul, which is first in its closed dinosaur mode that we're seeing here.
I see the hinge.
You hold it like a ranger key, and you push this little button on the side, and it opens up into its night mode.
Oh.
Which, by the way, I saw a video of them at a show, and these can stand up in this mode with no problem.
Oh, so you can display them. Cool.
So you know what this is? They're taking a point from what Bandai of America did with the Ranger keys. Because the Super Mega Force Ranger keys, they flipped automatically. Where with the Bandai of America keys, you had to like pull them to flip them. But so I can see them definitely taking that.
But this is great because it means that people who collect them can just like display them in a row like an army of knights.
Oh, they're like the
Army
Warhammer figures and stuff like that, where you like make like, you know, armies and stuff. That's cool.
And what's really interesting about the Ryusouls is each of them have a different weapon and a different emblem color on their shield. So they've each got different weapons. Like this one here's got 2 swords, and there was another one here. This one's got like a jagged sword, and there's one that has a hammer, and
I like they all have shields too.
Right? And each of them have a shield with the emblem of their dinosaur in a different color. And being someone who loves knight motifs in general, this is right up my alley. So Ryusoulger, you have officially Ryusoldme.
That's the name of this episode.
You Ryusoldme.
Noble's like, God damn it.
This is why I didn't.
You had me with the Warhammer, you lost me with the pun.
But I am really excited to start collecting these now.
So wait, so when you insert it, do you insert it in its closed mode or open mode?
In its open mode, because so you see how the changer looks like before inserting it, and then apparently what you do is
it's the third image here.
So you put it in, and then you rotate the jaw around instead of pushing it up, and that closes it into its transform mode, which then gives the dinosaur face on the changer a knight helmet over its face.
Oh.
And I actually think that's awesome. And if we were looking at it from straight on, the emblem on the shield of the Ryusoul is viewable through the little transparent lens there on the right.
Oh,
that's fucking nice. I like that.
I just don't like that the dinosaur is just like on all their changes is red.
Okay, I will agree that it's a little unfair, but it's the Red Ranger. They've gotta.
Yeah.
But Dino Thunder.
You know what?
At least
I like that. That's true. But
at least with Dino Thunder, it came with like the other Ranger heads, so that like you can swap them out.
But they can't do that again because that's Abba Ranger.
Yeah, because that and costs money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rather have one mold than make 3 molds.
I will say this is
Or 5
in like terms of how it works. It's pretty cool. I just don't like it design wise.
And there's a little like red emblem button down here, which is probably for the Hisatsu.
Mm-hmm.
Or the transformation sequence to fully kick in. Like, dude.
I think it's just like you rotate around and jam the knight helmet onto the face, and that's how it's done. I think.
You know, I might pick this up.
Perhaps
I like
that
wrist
buttons
mounted
for their
morphers.
upgrade form. Maybe.
I feel like if
like
it
they're
was
armed on,
maybe. You know what? I could
Like
see
you-
that.
like you put in your new generic gimmick dinosaur knight into there, and then you press the button, and it'd be like how you'd have the beast batteries.
Maybe.
Yeah, where it's like, or like with a full bottle or something, when you click it in, it has its own sound for it.
Yeah.
All right, so looking at the rest of this, we have the Ryusoul buckle, which works just like every other Sentai's buckle, where you can put one of the gimmicks
but
in
it's
it.
a dinosaur egg.
It's
I
an
like
egg.
that.
That's cute.
I like it.
It reminds me of
Oh,
those shitty chalk things you used to get as a kid, where it's a dinosaur on one side.
yeah.
And then the belt comes with slots for a couple of Ryusouls and a holster for the Ryusoul Ken, which is their sword.
Can
And
we
then-
look at the sword there?
Yep, then the sword itself.
That's cool. And I like that it has like a lever on it that you like open up the mouth. That's cool.
I will say the eyes of the dinosaur when it's in its open form are fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, I actually really like this sword. This is a cool weapon.
And you actually put the Ryusouls into the mouth of the dinosaur and clamp it down to activate.
Capriccio!
It's basically Gaburincho.
Capriccio! Maroon!
So it's
Oh,
Gokaiger meets Kyoryuger, where instead
Kinda.
of being a gun that eats batteries, it's a sword that eats keys.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a bit disappointed there is no gun mode, but knights.
You don't need guns.
They don't need
If anything,
guns.
Right?
they could have had like a crossbow weapon or something.
Yeah, I expect there will be a power-up that has some sort of projectile ability. Or they'll just, like, slash beams.
Yeah, that'll probably what it'll be.
And then we're also getting, as we always do, vinyl figures of the Rangers, and they look like honestly, Sentai vinyls are amazing.
It's because the
Always
suits,
nice.
It's because the suits aren't super detailed, so the vinyls don't have to do much.
They'll have to try super hard.
I love the silver.
Can you imagine having an army of like just the vinyl figures?
I'm gonna have an army of Ryusouls. I'm all the way in on this.
This
I can see people pinning up their Age of Sigmar army like the Ryu soldiers.
They remind me about the Green Army Men toys. You know?
Sort of, yeah.
All right, so the first wave of Ryusoulger merchandise will be releasing in March.
When the show now, I want to quickly mention this before we move on to the next news story. I feel like I know why they're doing the show in March instead of February. Because when Ryusoulger's over, Go Ranger's gonna be, or it'll be the 45th anniversary of Super Sentai, in which that started in April. So chances are, when Ryusoulger ends, it'll be like the beginning of April, thus tying in with the 45th anniversary.
God, that's
calculated.
That's really being weird with their scheduling now.
not as confusing as Ultra Rangers.
Hey, at least it's only a month and not 20 episodes like decade.
So now I'm wondering, will they just like be like, okay, we're just gonna release the new rider in 2020? Like
Who
they'll
the
just
F
go
knows?
back to a January schedule.
I would love if they go back to a January schedule because it means riders would be much easier to track by year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking decade.
I don't know. I considered the year where the majority of the show takes place. Like, I consider Gaim 2014.
That's what I was thinking up until Zio happened.
No, but it's the airing year.
It's the year the show
episode
starts.
Premiered. Yeah.
Which I guess I understand the logic behind. Anyways, moving on.
What's next?
So last week we talked about how the original actor for Agito is coming back, and I'm glad you're here, Gar, because not only is he coming back, but so is our boy Ryuki.
Is that my boy
Shinji.
Ryuki? And is that my boy Agito?
He's doing the henshin dab on you.
Wait. Just Voiceovers?
Just
or-
voiceovers.
I'll take it.
I'll fucking take it.
Pretty much. I'll take it.
God,
That's fine
Shinji
with
is
me.
like
I'll take that as well.
Shinji is like unrecognizable.
He's spiffy. He looks like he aged very well.
I just want Shinji to be in a mental asylum. Well, like he shows up in Zio in a mental hospital just with the designs of the mirror monsters on the walls, being like, "Why do I remember this? But I don't know what this is." Like he has memories of the Rider War, but he just doesn't remember.
Looks at Gates.
Oh,
I know you.
Like, I wonder if anything would be different with him, considering he erased his own timeline. You know what I mean?
well,
Oh, yeah,
he
did.
didn't.
Well, we could go with the timeline where Shinji became Knight,
That'd be cool.
where he's like he's just been in hell for the last 20 years having to fight everyone.
I feel like they won't go that far. Like, they'll just have it happen in the middle of his.
I mean, if
the
they
actual
do that,
show's
we'd have to
timeline.
see fucking Incisor die at least one more time.
We gotta see Scissors die one more time.
Hooray.
I would pay to see that.
Just they recreate Scissors' outfit just to die again.
I love it. Changing writer in our chat says, "Get in the mirror, Shinji."
Get in the mirror.
What if they make Shinji himself another Ryuki?
Also,
Ooh,
That would be cool. No,
that'd be trippy as fuck.
they use Ryuga.
Oh, Ryuga.
Yeah.
There you go.
You mean how I want them to use Chaser instead of Shinosuke for the drive portion? Be like, guys, we found drive. Wait, which drive? I'm proto.
You're not dry.
Yeah. It's like, oops.
The purple one. You fucked up.
Or no,
you got the
even
wrong
better,
drive.
Even better, everyone just runs in with a tablet going, "I got drive, guys."
Wait.
God knows there's like 5 different drives.
So
Yeah.
Tsukasa is also in the movie as a voiceover, and Ghost also,
No, they actually reprised their roles.
yeah, in the film.
Yeah.
Yay.
Unlike
Oh,
the
no.
other returning writers in the film.
Oh no, these 4 only voiced their characters.
Yeah.
Which is weird because they were in the series. Alright. I guess
Well,
they only had so much availability.
Yeah.
But just, I've been hearing a lot of things on Twitter from like people that I follow in Japan. People have been losing their shit about Takeru Sato being in this movie.
yeah.
Like, apparently there was a theater in tears just seeing him in the movie. It's like, holy
Because
shit.
Deno was a big impact.
Like, this must be important.
People like Deno?
Yeah.
I like Deno.
Well, I think it's because
I know people like Deno.
I-
It spawned more movies than any other writer.
and OVAs.
People
And
have
a lot of
emotional
things.
attachments to fictional characters. What?
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 Especially characters with confidence issues?
Especially
What?
Sure.
no Ultra Ranger jokes on Extra.
Alright, next. Speaking of people who may or may not have appeared in the Heisei Generations Forever, next on our list, Masaki Suda, who played Philip, apparently almost appeared in the movie. Toei's original plan was to do a double surprise, but apparently Philip is booked up for the next 2 years.
Doing what?
I don't know.
What is he so what is he so busy for the next 2 years so that all he has to do is be on set for a day.
Yeah.
Just for a day, that's it.
So, apparently him and Takeru Sato returning was the surprise that was talking about in the previous point 5, but because Masaki Suda was unavailable, now it's all on Takeru Sato to carry the fire, and he appears to be doing a good job.
You know what? I gotta give credit to Toei. For once in their damn lives, they kept their mouths shut and actually surprised everyone.
Right?
Like, Heisei Generations final, first trailer we got for that. Oh no, like, just here's everyone.
By the way, since the movie's out and people are talking about it, has there been any mention of what if Joe Odagiri was in it? You'd think that would be a hot topic as well.
If there wasn't a news article about it, chances are he was.
Yeah, he's probably busy directing his movie.
Yeah.
I just hope he shows up at least once.
Right?
Just yeah, that's what I was hoping for the crossover movie. Just everything's back to normal. Zio just turns over, sees Godai, just like he's confused. He's like who's this guy? He just gives him the thumbs up, being like, "Oh, you're Kuga," and then it's like points to Sento, like, "Hey, Sento, look!" It just gone.
He's disappeared.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh."
So you wanted to pull a Batman.
Yeah. Build man. So speaking of people who ended up not being in the movie, apparently Hiro Mizushima noted that he wasn't even asked to be in it.
Ow.
Oh yeah, because he's busy being a dad and other things.
But Kabuto.
He
Right.
according to Twitter, somebody asked him if he was asked to come back for the movie. He said no.
Like he's
But
not.
Ori was strong.
But he at least says it would be fun.
Yeah, like he sees it as the starting point of his career. He's not ashamed of it. He wishes everyone well, but they never asked him to come back, and I'm a little surprised.
Kind of like how they did. Kind of like how in the SPD Dino Thunder second crossover, they never asked Jason David Frank to come back.
Instead, they had him be voiced by someone who sounds nothing like him.
It was Trent's actor.
Ha
Trent's actor just dubbed.
No one gets inside.
No one gets inside.
All right.
Is no one talking? I can't tell.
Yeah. Noble, say a thing.
Things.
He's here.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it would have been cool to see Kabuto.
Yeah, which means he's probably not going to be in the show either.
Nope.
Sorry, my voice, my Discord just randomly disconnected for some reason.
Well,
yeah, mine did that too for a second.
Well, randomly reconnect it.
I did. That's why I was asking. If
Next
he was
story!
All right, next. So, Kamen Rider is doing a collaboration with Osomatsu-san
Oh, God.
talking. Yeah, Otsumatsu.
in this image that is parodying their campaign for the Heisei Riders.
Yeah, because they have a movie coming out in March, in which that marks the end of the Heisei era for them. So yeah, we got I cannot tell these brothers apart.
I don't know any of their names, but they're here cosplaying Deno, Bill, Double, Zio, Kuga, and Decade. That's cute.
This probably means something. I think it's a pun on their names.
It probably relates to their personalities.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Osomatsu-san movie, which will be released on March 15th, is the latest entry in this long-running franchise, just like how Heisei Generations Forever is the latest movie in that long-running franchise.
Scroll down. So
they've each got catchphrases that are like parodies of the writer's catchphrase. Ore Sanjo! I've always wanted to say that. Shori no Hosoku wa kimatta! Huh, so was I the first one to decide them? Omae no tsumi o kazuero. Something about that feels right. Out of all my crappy brothers, I guess I'm the only one who can say it. Because he's the good one?
No, I think it's because I think one of his VAs was actually in Double.
Oh. I will become a king. Hold on a moment, sorry. Ori no henshin mite kure. Haha, I'm the strongest one.
He is the happy-go-lucky brother.
Tori sugari no kamen raida oboitoke. How was that? Was that cool or not? That's cute.
Yeah, I sent this to my sister, and she was like, "Oh, that's adorbs."
I want those hats. Can they release those hats?
Yeah, those are cute.
They look like Kamen Rider Club hats.
Right?
Next news story.
Interesting sidestep for Kamen Rider Gaim. Zangetsu already had a Gaiden, and now he's getting another one in the form of a stage play.
This confuses me a lot.
No, you know what? This totally works, especially with how what Gaim is. I could totally see this as a stage play. And,
so is Zan getting another one?
Yep.
And honestly, this is the perfect rider to use, because Zangetsu's that fucking badass.
I really hope that this gets put out and subbed, because I want to see this.
Kevin will fucking love this, because Zangetsu's his favorite rider.
It'll probably be, recorded.
Alright, so... let's see. It's being written by Nobuhiro Mori, who wrote 5 episodes of the TV show. And Mori, I think he's the one who wrote the good episodes of Zio. Gen Urobuchi, the main writer, will supervise with help from Jin Haganea, who is part of Nitro Plus.
Okay.
The play will be running in Tokyo and Kyoto in March.
Neat.
Oh yeah, and in our chat, there's apparently a Blade bike helmet. That's pretty cool.
That's neat.
All right, next. Speaking of Heisei Generations Forever, it has opened to some pretty good success.
It opened at number 3 in the box office.
All right, so let's see what beat it.
Ralph Breaks the Internet. It faced off against Ralph Breaks the Internet. Stars Born in Nisekoi?
Nisekoi.
Nisekoi.
So, despite third place finish, the movie had the highest opening of the winter release of any Kamen Rider movie since 2009, and the second highest opening day for any Rider or Sentai movie, with the top spot belonging to the Decade and Shinkenger double feature.
I remember last year when Heisei Generations Final made it to number 1 in the box office. It just goes to show, if you put the word final in your title, people will come.
Right? And then you put Forever, and everyone's like,
and then there's Forever, and then there's 2020, and then there's New.
People may gripe about that, being like, oh, but last one was called Final. What gives? It's like, yes, that was the final one. But,
last year.
No, but just because it's the finale doesn't mean it's over.
No.
Deno had Final Countdown, and then they made forever, 5 more movies.
The word Forever means, like, Heisei Riders will remain forever in our hearts. That's why the whole movie's about them in our reality.
Let's fully admit it. The Heisei era made what Kamen Rider is that we think of it now.
Yeah.
You may have stumbled over some words there, but I get what you're saying.
Yes, sir. Let me rephrase
Heisei Kamen Rider made Rider what it is today.
Yes, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
It's like when people think of Kamen Rider, they think of the Heisei era now.
Yeah.
Not really much of the Showa era, but that's because,
Not to say that's not good or we shouldn't respect them.
You should always respect what came beforehand, but just people are going to go for flashy and creative designs over same motif over and over again, and then you have Amazon over there.
Yeah. All right. Next. Legendary Toku actor Musashi Ishibashi passed away.
Aww.
He appeared in Jack, Dynaman, and Turbo Ranger.
Oh, sweet. 3 Super Sentai shows I never watched.
He passed away at a hospital in Mitaka in Tokyo at the age of 85 from heart failure on December 19th. He was born in Taiwan before moving to Fukuoka. He will be receiving a private funeral and ceremony for close relatives. In Jack, he portrayed the main villain Iron Claw. In Dynaman, he was the God of War General Carr.
In which that's who General Sue was based on from season 2 of Akiba Ranger.
I can tell looking at this image of him.
Mm-hmm.
And then in Dynaman or in Turbo Ranger, he played the villain Rita.
He was the big bad for Turbo Ranger.
Cool.
Where in Turbo Ranger, it was about how the pollution monsters from thousands of years ago reawaken and try to take over humanity once more.
Yeah. So rest in peace. You've left a wonderful legacy behind.
Yeah.
Hopefully somebody finishes Dynaman and Jacka in Turbo Ranger so that I can actually watch them and acknowledge your work.
Jacka! Next. The Bandai SH Figure Arts blog has teased what is probably a Neo-Decade Figure Arts.
Please, I will buy it. Because I sold my Decade.
I almost gave a shit.
Because I sold my. Well, yeah, because you have the Decade renewal. I unfortunately sold mine like an idiot last year. So if this is true, then I will pick this up because Neo-Decade is the superior Decade.
So it's just going to be the renewal Decade
with a pink belt.
Being able to swap it out with a pink belt because they're not going to just release it by itself.
I hope
the pink belt.
I hope he comes with the other Neo Heisei Rider Kenshin cards because I will pose him holding the drive card.
I mean those tiny little cards.
Yeah. You like the tiny little cards?
No, I was never really a fan. I'll give Tamashii Nations credit for actually making those cards.
Right.
but I will never take
It's too much responsibility for these tiny little things.
Yeah, I am never removing those from their packaging because I fear that I'm going to lose them.
Exactly. But yeah, so for anyone not looking at the video version, what we're looking at is an image of a Decade Figure Arts with his back to the camera and Zio and Gates basically on the floor in front of him, which is pretty strong indicator that it's going to be Decade with the Neo Deca Driver.
Yeah.
Man, if only we had our weapons.
Or, any of our power-ups.
Or any of our... But damn, if only we had our signature weapons.
Oh, wait.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, SH Figure Arts, Ride Striker, and Zekon.
Urade / Zekon Zax.
So I guess this is going to be a trend now. If you want the signature weapons, you gotta buy the bike. Which, it makes sense. You want to sell
It makes sense, but I don't like it.
Yeah, it's like... Because the bikes never sell on their own.
So, haha, you have to buy it now if you want their weapons.
If you want their signature weapons, you have to buy the bike. Because, Kamen Rider can't really be a rider without their bike.
I mean, I'd like to think so, but there's been strong evidence against that.
I'm just glad they're doing this now and not when Drive happened.
Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that, Noble?
I said I'm just glad they did this now and not when Drive was happening because, that'd be a big penny just for the fucking swords.
It's just the Trideron, but in the seats are the handle cannon and the door gun. Just
they're
strapped
in.
Put on your seatbelts.
But no, I only asked you to say it again because it was cutting in and out on my end.
Yeah, it's fine on my end. But...
Yeah.
Anyways.
Man, they really did not put any detail in the ride watch.
Yeah.
No.
So, this premium Bandai web exclusive set of the Ride Striker and the Zekon Gallade and the Zekon Zax in both of each of their forms, sword, gun, axe, and bow. The exclusive set costs 64.80 yen and will be releasing in June.
I do at least enjoy the bike design. It's neat.
It
looks better in toy form than in actual show. And I didn't even see it in the show.
I fucking hate the bike.
Oh, by the way, I never got to mention this, but I got the Figure Rise Kamen Rider Build Rabbit Tank figure.
Oh yeah, the model that you had to actually build.
Yeah, the model kit. So I built build.
You build.
It's actually a pretty decent figure.
It looks not bad compared to the figure art.
Yeah, it's okay. It just... I wish the stickers matched the color of the plastic better.
I'll say that the coloring on it is a little bit brighter than the figure art.
Yeah, because it's going for more of a show accurate.
Yeah.
Or a screen accurate design. And I was actually shocked that the stickers are made of better material than what the Soto figures are made of, which we'll get into. Because with the Soto figures, I feel like one accidental mishap with the sticker, rip. With the Figure Rise, they were really put together. I miss
well, you know why, right?
If I misplaced it, I could easily just take it off and then realign it.
If you ever need help with stickers, you can come to me. That's why Lane came to me for the stickers on the Soto figs.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
You know why they're like that, right?
No, why?
They're Gundam stickers. They're using the same stuff that they use for Gundams.
Okay, so they're made to be
they're made for
durability.
Yes, they're high class sexiness. Yes.
I guess you could say they're born to be applied.
Okay. All right. Next story.
Next, we have images of the upcoming Soto stage figures. So the most important part of this release is they're teasing that Omazeo will be getting a Soto fig.
Yay.
Shut up and take my money.
Yeah,
right?
I love Omazeo.
But I showed this picture to the guys and Lane was like, "Are you like Omazeo?" I was like,
Omazeo.
I was like, yeah, I love his design, especially in toy form.
I still like the show.
Also, I want that guy, man.
Yes,
I need Gaim.
Gaim armor, not only in its actual form, but you can also put it into its Lockseed armor on head form.
That's neat.
I get that just to pose him like that.
Yeah, it's
Fuck actual Gaim armor.
It's like how I bought the Gaim Drive Arms figure just to have it with him having the giant drive head on his head.
Yes, I remembered that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, on my Toku shelf, I just have the Gaim Drive Arms arms just in the drive head form, just on my
Yeah,
shelf.
it's just a drive head on Gum's body.
You should take a picture of that and put it in the chat. And then also in this set is Zeo Decade Armor.
And
You know,
then-
I mean, considering how much I don't like the original form, the figure is pretty faithful.
That's a lot better than the other shitty figure we got.
Oh, the gimmick toy one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There will be a figure art once the show's over.
I'm glad Soto's actually been doing really well.
Oh yeah, because they're giving people the things that the gimmick line didn't.
Mm-hmm.
They're giving us what we want.
Where the
It's
cheaper
weird
to make.
that, giving people what they want, they actually make money.
Right? Funny how that works.
Alright,
Yeah.
last news story.
Yes, bro.
And speaking of the gimmick series, we got up from the upcoming RKF Rider Kicks series, Genmu Zombie Action Gamer level 0X, or X0, and Kamen Rider Rogue.
Cool. I don't like how their belts are like solid colors.
Right? It's a little jarring.
It looks like something Bandai of America would make.
The figures though look good.
How big are these figures?
Like, the coloring on the Genmu figures' gamer
it's
driver
just
is
like a
really
solid
off.
figure. Okay. Yeah, Rogue looks...
At least the splash driver on Rogue is probably the right color, but the shade of green on Genmu's gamer driver is really wrong.
Yeah, it's like a dark green instead of a neon green.
Well, maybe they're encouraging people to paint them and stuff. So
Oh,
Like most things, they make the colors just slightly off, so you feel more obligated to paint the stuff.
Yeah.
To quickly go back to the figurized build that I built, there is actually a label on the back of it being like, oh, yeah, if you don't want the stickers, here are the colors of the stickers so that you could paint
Yeah, no,
it if
they
you
do
want
that
to.
for Gundams all the
Oh,
time.
that's cool.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
Like,
that's
they'll tell
pretty
you,
neat.
like, with the Gundams, they'll actually tell you, like, use this much of this color paint, this much of this one, and, like, mix it together and everything.
Mhm.
So yes, Kamen Rider Rogue and Kamen Rider Genmu Zombie Action Gamer Level X0 will each be released on January 26th for 2484 yen.
Groovy.
cool.
Get them now, or don't. I don't care.
Isn't there figure arts of Rogue coming
Yes.
out?
There's
There-
figure arts of both of them.
There has been.
I just want a figure art of Rogue.
Well, get
There is one.
Is there a gimmick figure for Rogue?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
because you can rotate its head to have the eyes in it or not. I remember.
Okay.
I have Night Rogue though.
I love
Superior.
Rogue's design.
I want Mad Rogue.
I'm sorry.
I don't have the image for it. I'll try and pull it up when I'm editing, but I saw that they're doing ride watches for Mad Rogue.
And Garen.
Yeah, and Ryugen,
And Grease Blizzard.
and a couple others.
And many more.
I'll put it up on screen.
Here
probably.
we are. Ooh, look at that
And-
random one.
And Alpha 5.
No! I don't want a magical Christmas!
Nope. Nope.
They better make an Alpha 5 Lightning Collection figure. Freaking Bandai of America, you betrayed us. Oh, there's gonna be a build-a-figure of Alpha 5 with Psycho Ranger figures. Nope, that didn't fucking happen. Oh, and Pink and Yellow got canceled. You son of a...
Do they do like one of those then and now figures for Alpha?
No.
They should.
I know they should. There was going to be a then and now of Rita, which was going to be a new Rita figure, but then they were like, oh, these aren't selling well. Nope. We're also going to get a Talon Ranger, but no. Oh, nobody would buy it.
You mean Dark Ranger?
He was known as the Talon Ranger back then. Speaking of which, I got a new issue of Beyond the Grid.
I'm Talon on you!
Anyways,
I will say the Morpher does call him the Talon Ranger.
yeah. That's
So
because
there.
that's what they trademarked him, and now he's trademarked as the Dark Ranger. Origin issue coming out next month.
Because edgy.
Because every
Edgy.
5 issues, there's something different.
Well, this has been the episode of Extra Extra. Resold me.
Yep.
Hasn't resold me, but sold Ichi.
Give it time.
We sold you
You'll
for...
probably like the show or the Sixth Ranger.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
Once they get an Orange Auxiliary Zord, I'm down.
Orange Ranger.
Orange.
Orange.
Which, by the way, I still need to work on your Ultra Orange caster design. And Ultra Navy caster design.
If Grunge ever comes back.
Well, no, it's not that if he ever comes back, it's just kind of like consistency.
Sure. Speaking of Ryusoulger, we're now going to go Ryusell Lane for some paper clips and a Subway coupon.
Subway.
Subway?
Soupway?
Subway.
Soupway, drink fresh.
Goodbye. Smubby, eat brief.